everyone, my name is Aurora and welcome to this video. Today we're talking about some very big life changes that are happening in my life right now that I want to share with you all. I also want to quickly mention before we go ahead that we just passed 1000-mile mark on YouTube, which is mind-blowing. I didn't expect it to happen ever, let alone in just 3 years of uploading, mostly uploading shorts of all the things because it's like 15 seconds of some random outfit or whatever, but you seem to enjoy it very much. So once again, thank you. If you've been here for a while, you may know that I did art for my subscribers. For each and every one of you, I drew a plant on a canvas, like literally 1,000 of plants to represent all of you, to help me visualize how many people 1,000 people is, and to give something back, taking my time to sit and draw that plant, I think gives at least something symbolic back to you all, because you all take time to watch my videos. So the least that I can do is give some time back as well. But now I have to figure out something new for the second 1,000 subscribers, which is mind-blowing. But I hope I'll figure out something, amazing. Maybe even I'll do some giveaway. Who knows? Stay tuned for that. Okay, now let's get back to the real life outside of YouTube. There have been a lot of changes that happened and some that are upcoming in like 2 weeks at the moment of filming this. So I just wanted to sit down and chat with you all about it, update you all on our life plans, life journeys, and all that jazz, to hopefully at least inspire you all to dare to try, because you never know what great, amazing opportunity will come out of it. Anyway, what are those things that are happening? Why is this video called the last video? It's not my last video, don't worry. I know you would be heartbroken and devastated if I just never uploaded again. Or you would just live your life like nothing happened, because that's probably what would happen. But worry not, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna upload probably even more than before. Anyway, this is my last proper video filmed in this apartment. I've lived here for 6 years now with my partner, but now it's time to move. This is also my last video filmed in this country. This is also the last video filmed on this continent. And yeah, this might give you some hints on what's actually happening, which is so mind-blowing that I have trouble saying it, because it's just, how did it happen? And that is, in just 2 short weeks at the moment of filming this video, my partner and I are moving across the world to Canada, to Ottawa specifically, because I enrolled into a PhD program there at University of Ottawa, which is something I dreamed of. I did dream of going to a PhD. That was out of question, but I always thought I would do it here in Croatia, in Zagreb, on my university I attended for the last 7 years, along with my professors that I already know and all that jazz. But my partner and I were thinking about maybe, trying our luck somewhere else. And I just enrolled just to see, well, maybe I have a chance. Who knows? Like, acceptance rate is 5%, but who cares? I didn't dare to dream that I would get in from the first try. And not only that I would get a stipend. Not only one stipend, but 2 stipends in an assistant position, which is how I'm somebody who struggles with imposter syndrome for the whole of my life. I am very anxious. I don't believe in myself, obviously, as much as I should, considering the results. But I'm out of this world with joy, with just amazement that this is our life. That in just 2 short weeks, we're packing our bags and we're moving across the world. It just, how? I have no idea. In the meantime, of course, I had to finish my MA, so that's another update for you all. I am officially a graduate in anthropology and educational sociology. That is a big, milestone on its own, and it will be a huge thing all by itself if I just finished university and then started working or whatever. But now I know that for the next 5 years, I'll still stay in the academic world. I'll still get a lot of opportunities to learn and to improve and to give back to the subjects of my studies, because of course it's feminism. So don't worry about my impact on the environment around me. I couldn't be selfish and do something useless for my PhD, but I won't talk about it more before, having some more details and approvals to actually speak about it, just in case. The MA itself was a challenge of its own that I wasted, let's say, 3 years of my life, but it was worth it because a few months ago I got in University of Ottawa with a stipend and all that jazz, and it just, wow. How. Most amazing things is, even though I was so scared about finding a mentor there because, I don't know all of the professors there. I never went on a lecture there. I have no idea what's happening. I had to get a supervisor before getting accepted into the program. So I had to email like dozens of professors there just in case they might work in a field that's related to mine and things like that, to find that one person. And the most random thing happened that I know just is a sign that I have to be there, that it's going to be not easy because nothing is easy in life, especially not a PhD, but I know I'm going to be okay. And that is the fact that when I sent one of those emails, very desperate emails, like, I need a mentor right now, the deadline is in 1 week and things like that, one of those emails came back in my language. And I was like, wait, what? Turns out my mentor is from this part of the world. She understands my language, and that means that our communication is going to be so much easier because we can communicate both in English and in these Slavic languages, let's say. So there's that. I'm also looking so much for the opportunity to meet Alisa again. As you might remember, exactly 1 year ago, Alisa, my dear friend from Ottawa, came here to Zagreb, as a digital nomad and all that jazz, to meet me, so that we can hang out, go thrifting and all that. And then we talked about the possibility that one day my husband and I would come to Ottawa and live there. And she was like, of course, I hope you'll come. And we were like, yeah, we're really dreaming about this possibility. One day it's going to come true. We know it's going to come true. And literally a year after that, we're packing bags and moving there for 5 years. How? I can't wait to meet Alisa again. She's such a dear friend that I never dreamed of meeting, that I met just by chance, and now we're gonna be neighbors, let's say, which is mind-blowing. I'm super happy that I have somebody there who I can trust and who can help me out, with all the culture shock and all that jazz, and to figure out all the great thrifting places, of course. And we're lucky enough to have some other family friends in Ottawa, Toronto, and other cities, so they're going to help us out with some transitional things as well. Anyway, that would be all about those plans for Ottawa. Stay tuned for some travel vlogs coming your way in the upcoming weeks, and of course some culture shock videos, comparisons between Croatia and Canada and all the jazz. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Enough about Ottawa itself. You might have heard me say something earlier, a slip of the tongue. I called my partner my husband, which became truth 4 months ago. On the day we got married, we had this small gathering with closest family members, my maid of honor, his best man. Then 2 or 3 months later, my parents organized a similar gathering, but for all the relatives that live in my hometown. And then just a few days ago, my partner and I organized a small gathering as well, just for our friends, to say goodbye and to celebrate our wedding, to celebrate our degrees, but also to say goodbye because we're leaving so soon and we don't want to miss a chance to talk with somebody for the last time while we're here. Of course, we're gonna see them all on Instagram and Facebook and Skype and Zoom and all that, but it's not gonna be the same when you just can't, let them know by text that you want to hang out the next day on coffee, and that's it. It's gonna be hard to leave them behind, but also we know we're not losing them, we're just forced to find a new way of communication, let's say. Anyway, that would be the biggest life changes that happened in a few months. It was really a hectic period of both my life and our lives as a family. We survived. Not gonna lie, this was a very stressful period of our life, hence the fact that I didn't film a lot of long term videos because I just don't have neither the time or the energy to sit down, record it, and then go edit it, listen to my voice for so long and all that. Because in the meantime, I had to write two theses, one PhD proposal, pack all the stuff for, moving across the world, and organize two of the three mentioned wedding parties. So that was, as I said, hectic. My husband and I love each other more than ever before. We support each other. So it's easier than doing it all alone. And of course, I have more courage to even pursue such dreams because I have somebody who supports me so much. So I'm very lucky. We also traveled a bit in the last months. If you saw that on my shorts, we went to France, we went to Bosnia and all that. It was amazing. We used those trips as, how do I say it, trial runs for the upcoming huge travel. By the way, we're not just hopping on a plane and moving across the world. No, 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 that would be too easy and too cheap for us, let's be honest. This is sarcasm. Jokes aside, we have a dog that is a part of our family who just has to come with us. We won't leave her behind. It's not even an option in like a hypothetical world, especially because of the fact she has epilepsy, which is a struggle, a daily struggle for all of us, a challenge for us because of her therapy, because of the epileptic attacks that are devastating for her body and for our minds. But yeah, it just doesn't. We can't leave her behind. We won't. We just out of question. Some family members told us that we're crazy for doing so, that we just, leave that dog behind and get another dog in Ottawa, which is just not possible because we can't get another dog. This is our dog. We don't know what's going to happen when she's not longer with us, which is going to happen sooner than later because of her sickness, but we can't even think about it. And we won't risk anything to happen to her during our travels. So, giving her some pills and pushing her in the carrier of a plane and just hoping that she comes alive 15 hours later on the other side of the world is out of question. It's not going to happen. It's too big of a risk. So we had to find some new way of traveling. So we did. We found an ocean liner called Queen Mary II that follows the route of Titanic exactly. It starts from Southampton in Great Britain and ends in New York, USA. We also have to come from Croatia to Great Britain and then from New York to Ottawa. So it's gonna be like a 2-week journey. Fellowship of the Ring has nothing on us, let's be honest. It's gonna be an adventure. It's gonna be also our honeymoon, let's say, and it's gonna be less stressful and dangerous for both us and our dog. We're also not gonna be jet lagged because we're gonna spend the whole week on the sea, which is horrifying, not gonna lie. All the Cthulhu's down there just waiting to reach their tentacles and all that. Not gonna think about it. But luckily, we also melted all the ice caps, so there is no worry to have, Titanic #2. Anyway, each day on the ship lasts for 25 hours so that we don't get jet lag, but instead we transition slowly, more according to our biological clocks and things like that. Anyway, to find out more about the journey itself, stay tuned on this channel. I'm gonna be uploading those content after we get safely to Ottawa and settle down and things like that. Then I'll have more time to actually do it. In September, I'm starting my PhD. As I said, it's gonna last for 5 years, and it's gonna be a wild ride. I can just see that this next chapter of our life that's starting right now is gonna be very exciting, full of possibilities, full of very new and exciting things that we never dreamt of, but also full of lasts. That's happening to us right now, and it's very hard. few days ago, my husband and I started cleaning out the closets, and it hit us. This is it. This is not gonna be our place anymore. We lived here together for the last 6 years. He lived here even longer by himself, and now we're just gonna leave one day, and that's it. Like, I'm never gonna sit here again and film another YouTube video. Sorry. There are also some other lasts that are happening. We're eating at our favorite restaurants for the last time. We're driving to the specific parts of the city for the last time. We're seeing our family members for the last time in, a year maybe, or who knows how long before we can come back and visit them. There are also some great lasts, not gonna lie, because after all, we're leaving this country and moving to Canada, which is two different worlds, like total opposites. For the last time, we're gonna deal with Croatian bureaucracy. For the last time, we're dealing with Croatian universities. For the last time, we're finding a parking in Croatia. Or for the last time, we're using a self checkout in Croatia. And for the last time, we're, I don't know, listening to the idiots crashing fireworks in the middle of the summer, in the middle of the street, and scaring our dog, even though it's illegal. Like, there are many, many great last things that are happening right now, some more or less comical, some more or less tragical as it goes. But yeah, we're just so excited for everything that's coming our way soon. And I just can't wait to bring you all on this journey with us. I'm gonna upload, as I said, more in the upcoming months, which is ironic because I enrolled into a PhD. You would think that I would have less time on my hands. But thanks to the way that program is, made, and thanks to all of the things I had to do in the last exactly 3 years during my MA, I'm looking forward to it as if it's a vacation. It's mind blowing, yes, I know, but considering all the things that I did, both in my university and outside of it, like I was an ombudsman, a member of all of the different councils and things on university for my specific departments, and in general, representing all of the student population and things like that. It was very stressful, very time demanding, and I burnt out like this. So that was horrible. And in the meantime, I also did YouTube. I also did some many other amazing projects, both passion projects and some things that I just wanted to do as an activist, especially in the field of transitional rights or feminism or sustainable fashion and all that. It was just a lot. I didn't have a single day that was free of anything, that I just a day that I could just turn off my phone and not look at it until tomorrow. Every day had some struggle in it, some test to do, something impossible that happened. We were literally joking, my husband and I, that the next 2 weeks are, important. Just like the rhetoric during the pandemic was that in the 2 weeks we'll know everything. This is how our life was in the past year or two. Now we're again mentioning that the next 2 weeks are super important because we're moving in 2 weeks and everything depends on it, and just scary and mind-blowing. And now I think I'm rambling in circles, but I'm amazed. I'm super thankful for all of these opportunities. I'm super proud of myself in the end that I managed to do it, that I managed to get 1,000 subscribers here, that I managed to finish my MA in time, that I managed to get into a PhD, that I managed to get a scholarship, and that we have friends in Ottawa that are, looking forward to seeing us again. And it's a great feeling to be able to live the life you always dream of. That's the note I want to share with you all. I want it to stick with you, because this video is not intended as a bragging video, even though it may sound like it's. Sorry. I'm doing this video because I know that there are other people like me who might even be watching it, who might struggle with imposter syndrome, who might not believe they're good enough, who might not even dare to try because they believe they're gonna fail or embarrass themselves or whatever. I know that there are people out there who believe that they don't deserve anything great happening to their lives, that they don't deserve any happiness that is coming their way. And I just want to say that you're wrong. I was wrong and you're wrong as well. We all deserve it. We're all worthy of it. We all can do things that can help us get there. Of course, for some, it's harder than for others. I myself had a lot of privilege to be able to sit here and talk about all of the great things that are happening in my life right now. And I acknowledge that not everybody has that same opportunity. The thing that everyone can do is believe in themselves and seek for the opportunities that might get you at least a step closer to your dreams. Because you never know. I had so many opportunities that came my way, and I was like, I don't know if I should do it. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't have a lot of time. And I was like, hey, fuck it. I'll just do it. And I did it. And I thought it would be just a small step forward towards my goal. But it ended up being a trampoline, and I just bounced right in front of all of the goals that I had. I even got some rewards and opportunities to visit places that I always wished of, achieving, but never truly believed that would happen. I always had that little voice in my head that was saying, "Oh, not for you. I mean, yeah, that's a great plan, but not for you. Yeah, somebody else could do it, but not you." And now that voice is getting, teeny, teeny, and more quiet than ever before. And I'm just proud of myself for getting here. And I also want to use this opportunity to thank every one of you who actually helped me to get here. I want to thank my partner for being here every day with me and listening all my rambles and rants and desperate pleas and crying and everything that comes with chasing your goals, because that process is not pretty never. My dog, who is every day here with me, sometimes as my support animal, sometimes as pain in the ass, not gonna lie. And I also want to thank my parents who, got me here in the first place, who uh, helped me to pursue my academic goals, who financially supported me for all of the years that I spent in university. I also want to mention my partner's family, who are now my family as well, who are also here every time we needed something. And I also want to mention in the end my friends, no matter where they are or how often we hear each other. Without them, I wouldn't have the full support that I had. It takes a strong kind of person and very sure kind of person to support somebody else while chasing their dreams, even though their own life situation might be, something else. I'm lucky enough to say that all of the friends that I have are truly happy for me. I I didn't expect to have such friends, because usually for my whole life I had friends who were taking me down, who didn't believe in me, who were then fueling my imposter syndrome and all that. Those were the people who made me believe that I was worthless and that I would always stay alone. Luckily, they were wrong in all of the fields, and I'm just, as I said, grateful for having all those people in my life. Sorry for getting so emotional and choked up. It's hard to sit here in front of you and say all this amazing but also hard stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride, and I'm looking forward to it. So if you want to find out more, if you want to support me on my journey, and you just want to see maybe how what it's like to travel with dog across the world, or what it's like to come from Europe to North America, or what it's like to be an immigrant in the end, even though we are not immigrants in the sense of fleeing the country because of war or hunger or things like that. We are fleeing the corruption, the inflation, the horrible status of this university and all that jazz. And we're coming somewhere better. And we hope that that better place will be something up our alley. And who knows, maybe even one day we stay in Canada forever if they let us. And if we think that it's a great country, of course. Or maybe we'll go somewhere else after these 5 years, who knows. I think that this experience that's coming for us proves us that we can, that it's possible, that we deserve it, and that we should try then. So who knows, in 5 years, where the road will take us. Just hope that whatever we do and wherever we are, we stay together. But my partner and I, and hopefully our dog, as long as she can be with us, and you all as well, as followers of this journey. I just hope that we stay, happy and healthy and safe, no matter the occasions, and everything else will just fall into place as it always does. I'm sure of it. So yeah, if you want to find out more, please hit that subscribe button. If you liked hearing this story of mine and all the upcoming plans, please hit that like button. If you want to share your similar stories, maybe some advice on how to survive traveling the world and moving across the world, and anything else really, just let me know in the comments down below. I hope that this community is a community, in the full sense of that word, and that we communicate each other, not just one way, as it is by this video, but instead that we can all engage in some conversations, share some tips and all that jazz that might improve all of our lives, and that can make us feel like we belong somewhere other than, everything chaotic that's happening in the rest of the world right now. I hope that you yourself are safe and healthy and okay, at least, if nothing else. I know that during these hard times of, all of the apocalyptic events that are happening right now, it's hard to stay sane, or let alone anything else. So I just hope that you're okay. And if you're not, I just hope that you have somebody whom you can turn to be your support. If you yourself want to pursue such dreams that I just talked about, enrolling into that university program, or moving to that country, or getting the dream job, or starting that YouTube channel, or whatever it is, I just hope you found the courage to actually do it, to try. You don't have to succeed, you just have to try. And even trying can sometimes do so much more than you could ever possibly imagine. Who knows, you might, in just a few short while, months or days even, sit somewhere like this, as I'm sitting right now, and talk about all of the amazing, beautiful things and opportunities that are happening in your life. That will be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing and all that jazz. I won't see you in front of this wardrobe anymore, but I'll see you some other time or another continent. Bye!